Hi everyone, I welcome you all to this first info session of the hack series, and I think it is the coolest one between all the tracks, like the bring your own projects, where you can bring your own ideas and innovations into this track. So this info session is scheduled and designed for having your idea that what projects you can bring into this track and what type of projects we are looking into the ecosystem, so giving you the crux of the different ideas that Algorand wants to have, and also like if you are already started brainstorming your ideas, how you can improvise your ideas and how you can look at your idea at the module level. So like other ecosystem projects can also utilize your projects. That's the main power of open source. So that's everything. And sorry, like I forgot to introduce myself. So I'm Maruti Patre, developer advocate intern at Algorand Foundation, and currently working with the AlgoBharat team here in India. And yeah, we are thriving the Algorand ecosystem in India, and we are looking for your ideas in this hack series. So yeah, this session is not only like the monotonous. We wants to have a chat with you all. You unmute yourself, you can interrupt in between and ask the questions that you have, and then can start bringing out your ideas. And also we want to discuss. This session is solely for discussing your ideas and getting you and establish you for the hack series and for specifically for this bring your own project track.
Absolutely. Thank you, Maruti. And guys, you can also turn on your camera, unmute yourself, or if you are shy, so you can put your questions on the chat box. We'd
Yeah,
love to address and we'd love to chat with you. We'll wait for next, I think, 1 more minute because a lot of
yeah, yeah.
people still are joining, and then we'll start. And I think this is a very good place, and I would say where you can interact. We are just like your friend, so you can share anything, any basic questions, advanced level, intermediate, any questions you have, you can discuss with us because this is a great opportunity for you to discuss what exactly you should do. Because sometimes what happens, we have a lot of ideas, but we don't know how exactly build it, and is it a good idea, and if there anything we can add. So these are things we can discuss in the today's meet. So feel free to jump in. Don't be shy. And this is also for you to develop your skills on how to interact, how to talk. Because when I was a student, I was also like turn off my camera, don't talk. Like I was like that. But now I have a confidence where I can speak, I can go to stage. So these are the platforms, or you can say when we get these opportunity to talk. So feel free to unmute and turn on the camera.
Sure. I think we can start now. Like participants are still joining, but we'll start with the session. So, and if you have any doubt, I'm comfortable with the languages like Hindi, Marathi, and English, whatever. But other than this, Mudassir is here, so he can understand in the better way. You can add your questions in the chat box. So we'll start with the session. So this info session is regarding bring your own project. So first we'll talk what you can bring into the bring your own project. So I will just show you the PPT that we have for the presentation. Okay. I think uh, Mohita ma'am, are you there? Can you just turn on the share screen? It is disabled.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah. So like bring your own project track is solely for your open innovation, where you can bring your ideas at any level. Like if you are you're building in different chains rather than Algorand. If you have ideas there and you think like an ecosystem, it is required. You have done a research and you think like this solutions needs into the Algorand ecosystem. So that problems you can definitely bring And with that, there are some specific sectors we want you to have have your builds in that particular domains. Like the DeFi is there, then Deepin is there. So if you all know, like DeFi is very booming topic, like the trending topic in the Web3. So decentralized finance, and then Deepin, which is a decentralized physical infrastructure. So if you have your projects based on the IoT and you can integrate the blockchain into it, so that also can bring the new innovation. And definitely you will stood out from the crowd. Like as a dev, I know like people won't build that much into the IoT, but if anyone is there building into the IoT and bringing the open innovation or the solutions that interact with the physical devices, and then you have your idea and then you implement blockchain into it, it is a good problem statement so that you can implement here. And then in the DeFi there are multiple protocols, like you can look for the swapping, then how you can build out the decks and other things that is in the DeFi, so that you also can bring. And more than this, the projects that you have, like the ideas, open innovation that we know, like you can add your ideas with the any sector. We are not hindering you, we are just giving you the suggestions. If you are not started with your idea, you can look into this domains. But if you already have an idea and you have started the brainstorming, that's good. We at the end we want your final solution that you can bring up as a module, and that is solving any real world issue or the any issue in the ecosystem. That project's gonna be prioritized. So think about it like you make a module, like you give you have made a module or given an interface for making different ARCs, and there any user can come and mint their tokens easily. So you can make it as a module and then create their APIs. So if any project in the ecosystem wants to create NFT, they can just use your API and can create the tokens easily. They don't need to go through all the code and write again. So that is a great use case. So such use case will be very useful for the ecosystem also, and it will provide you a recognition for contributing into the open source. So like the whole idea of the hack series is to promote open source models here in like in the ecosystem. So if you are coming with the open source ideas, that is well and good. And then you can prepare for different modules, then you can add multiple modules into the project, and that's it. Any question, you can interrupt me in between, no issues. Like you can raise your hand or just unmute yourself and then ask the questions that you are building this idea. You want to share the ideas, or you just want to share the crux of your idea that I'm building into this sector, is it good or not? So we will give you the basic overview. Yeah, are you going into the right path or not? So because you are having a long time period with you, so think of it as like a product model. So 3-4 months are enough. So and there you also have the support from our side. We are going to give you office hours and different sessions over the time. So don't worry about if anything anything hinders you from the technical side. We are there to support you. You just come up with your idea, we'll figure out how you can bring out in the Algorand and how you can do all the things. That's the main thing. Like first you need to ideate the things. So any questions, anything, can you just unmute yourself. And also if anything you are not understanding, you are not getting you are not getting the things, you can just ask in the chat box also.
Guys, if you are not able to unmute yourself, you can raise your hand and we'll
Yeah,
give you the access. Someone raised the
yeah,
hand.
yes,
Okay, yeah.
Ruchi.
Hi there. Hi, everyone. Maybe I can just quickly talk about the idea that I'm currently exploring and the main reason why I'm here. So, I'm currently looking at solving the problem of provenance and authenticity in indigenous arts of India. So I just basically want to understand if this is an area, arts and craft is something that you are looking at a use case in it. Second, I come from a business background. I have done all the research and everything that's required, to look into creating a solution. However, I'm looking for technical help or technical resources to bring my idea into reality. And that's one of the reasons I'm here, so that, if someone is interested in leveraging a blockchain solution in the field of arts, especially in the Indian for Indian arts and crafts, I would love to collaborate and just learn more about the technical aspect of it, because I have a business background. So I'm just looking at that's what I'm basically working on, solving the problem of provenance and authenticity, because I'm not sure how much you would know, but there is a problem of like digital copies and different to distinguish between a digital art or handmade art, and that's where I'm trying to incorporate the blockchain solution. But just to quickly, recap, I am looking for technical resources as I come from a business background. So that's my question. How can I get that? Are you looking into a use case in arts, or is that something a no-no for you? Maybe that is not an area of interest. So if you can just tell me a little bit about that, that would be great.
Yeah, thanks, Ruchi. You are looking into the field of arts and craft where you can like create authenticity for the products, and that like similar solutions are quite good in the ecosystem. And definitely, like Algorand believes in the traceability, sustainability, and where authenticity is very important. Like we
Mhm.
also know, like in the real world solution, authenticity is the issue, and blockchain can solve that problem. So this problem statement looking very good. How you can implement technically, that would be a matter of fact, like how you'll get the devs. And if you want someone like wants developers from the ecosystem or anywhere, you can reach out on our socials. You can just tag I'm doing this idea, and if anyone wants to collaborate with me, because you are coming from the business background, definitely you will need a devs for it. But
Yes.
idea wise, it's quite looking good. You can come up with your idea. It's simply like creating the authenticity or the one pipeline for the physical products that we have, and we are creating their assets on the blockchain, and then we are mapping them out. And then the tokenized asset that is on the blockchain, it's the authentic one that is tokenized from your side. So that needs some technical technical folk on your team. And you can reach out the people on our social, or you can in the chat box also ask if anyone is here wants to team up. Definitely, we it would be great if this session helps you to get a teammates out of this.
Yes, that's the goal. And I just want to say one last thing. I know, this use case appears to be fairly common when you just hear about it, because I know this is happening in a lot of other countries. That this was probably the first one, using blockchain for art. But I just want to mention one thing. Mostly it is used, where the artists are quite known. It's a good brand. But here I'm trying to work at the grassroots level with, rural artisans who are actually into traditional arts, who may not have a platform right now to showcase their work because of the, lack of literacy, lack of skills. So I'm really trying to bring this at the grassroots level in India, working with rural artisans, because that's where I find them. When it comes to the traditional art forms of India, I did not come across any project that is currently exploring this. It's mainly in the contemporary art or the modern art. That's where I've seen a lot of solutions, leveraging blockchain. But I just wanted to mention that this has more of a, like a social impact or a financial inclusion aspect to it. And again, I'll be more than happy to share more details on what I'm doing and the exact problem statement. I just thought, I'll just share a little bit of it and see if someone might be interested. And I'll definitely do what you said. I'll reach out on your social media, and I'll connect with you, and I'll also write it down here so that if someone is interested in collaborating with me, they can bring their technical skills. I think then we can work together and potentially submit for the competition.
Yeah, that would be great. And also, like, if you are looking this idea to take it as a further as a business perspective,
Yeah,
that is more than like a good idea to continue. Like, we are currently running in the startup level, so like taking out the applications. But this hack series will pivot you, like you can say the MVP product that
yeah.
you came out from this hack series if you get the technical folks on board. And like the similar solution working in other domains are there. Like there are LW3 in our ecosystem who is doing like the uh, for the different thing in the different
Okay.
sector. And you can just like use the same technology here with the Algorand. And how you are going to map this with the real world assets or the arts and crafts, that is going to be very important here. Like how you are going to connect them together, that's the
Mhm.
main chunk. But from the tech side, you can do all the things easily. If you got anyone from the technical background, he can do these things.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, sounds great. Thank you.
cool. Yeah, I will share my socials also. If anyone wants to reach out to me personally, you can just ping me on the Twitter and the LinkedIn.
Thank you. That would be great.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Just wanted to add one more thing here. In this hack series, we are looking for components or open source modules which can be implemented to others project also. So let's say you're talking about art and crafts. So it's a traceability solution. We want to trace the actual art, where it comes from, what's the journey of that particular art. So you would like to, I mean, we are looking for a solution where you build a module which can be used for other domain also. Let's say I want to track pharmaceutical medicines or some chai patti or any other product. So that would be impactful for others also. You build a module and others can also utilize. So you are creating some sort of service or open source module which can be leveraged to other projects also. So this hack is all about open source building with the community. So you build for art and craft, but it's a particular domain. But if you build it for, let's say, general solution, if you have a traceability problem, you want to build some solution, you can integrate my solution. So it can be art and craft, it can be pharmaceutical, it can be as Maruti said, LW3, they are doing for a battery, EV battery. So this hack series is all about that sort of solutions, where one project or module can be utilized by others also. Um,
Yeah,
so y-
definitely. Yeah, Mudassir, go ahead. Yes.
Yes. So, Ruchi, I hope you get a bit clarity on what we are looking for here. And if you have a business idea, you're working on a startup, you have MVP sort of a prototype level thing, you can apply to our startup lab. I've shared the link with you. We have a startup lab with the T Hub. We have partnership with the T Hub, which is like world's largest incubator and accelerator. So you can come at the startup lab for all the mentorship, technical help, resources, fundings, etc.
Okay, no, that sounds great. Thank you so much.
Cool. So also like simultaneously I'm reading the chat box. So there is Insha. So Insha, like you have a three problems with you and you want to solve it. So I think AI plus blockchain currently it is in a very trending phase. Like if you can bring the solutions that integrates AI and then you can build it on the blockchain, that's gonna be a huge. So that is one thing you can look for. But any problem statement or any solution, first think it as like how you can provide your service to others. So module means nothing but like providing your services to others. Like anyone can come to your repo, they can use your code because you are obviously going to make your all the code open source. So anyone can come and look for your project, Yeah, so this project is built into the hack series, and this is solving this issue, and it can be helpful for me to solve my issue. Suppose like I have a project for like a big project, and I have one DeFi protocol in Algorand, and you made one swap there, and it is like the stable swap where you can swap the stable coins. So now that protocol don't want to use their resources again and develop the same thing again, because this thing got developed here in the hack series, so they can just look for your repo, get your code, and can start integrating into their code base. And also this creates the open source environment, and then you got recognition. Then also like for from that recognition, you will get recognized in the community, and it increase the opportunities for the hiring in the big protocols. Like our one of our dev got hired in the Vestige Labs. It is like the company, protocol level company in the Algorand ecosystem. So it is similar. Like he was the uh, past participant in the every challenge in the AlgoBharat. We have conducted developer challenge last year. So he built out the ARC62 compatibility for the smart contracts, where you can easily change by interacting with the UI, your ARC32 to ARC62. So that's the huge thing. Like if you can come with such modules, that would be the huge thing. But I'm not also like demotivating you for the whole product that you can bring. That that is also one part. Like if you can come up with your whole project idea that is totally innovative and totally new, you can come up with it. But then think that how you can scale up to the next level, like taking it from the hackathon level or the hack series project to the startup, or how you can create the use case out of it and start promoting, getting users, then marketing out and all these things. So this is the main goal of the bring your own projects, where you can come up with your ideas, you can make a modules for other ecosystem projects. And definitely that's the two things, two parts. If you have a project also, you can bring here. You if you want to just build a modules, you can bring a module. So if I want to share my journey, like as a developer, like I always go to different hackathons and participate there. So we all know, like we make a product in the hackathon and then we forgot about the product. Like we don't think about it, like, or even I haven't think like how we can generate the passive source of any income or the recognition from that project again. Like it would be helpful for me in the coming future where I'm going to apply and all. So this is the whole unique structure where your project is not gonna be for only for the hack series. It is the project which you can continue for your whole career. Like you can bring it forward, you can, or just make it open source, then other devs can use it simply. That's the whole purpose of this. So in the problem statements, like Insha, you have mentioned AI plus blockchain in the deepfake video authentication, and then again the smart healthcare records on the blockchain, and the decentralized vehicle tracking and anti-theft system. I think again, like you are looking for a project, whole project. If you are a student, I like suggest you look for the modules. Like don't look you need to build a whole project or whole idea in this hack series. We just want you to come up with a cool model. Like it is something related to the DeFi, or let's say like if you are getting confused in the DeFi, let's bring you to the very normal use case. Suppose like I want to create my tokens, and there I want to integrate different parameters into it, and then again I want to add multiple things here. So if you can make up a cool UI for it, that would be great. You can bring up a cool UI, or if you can make up a template or another npm package where you can just try and create the Algorand project easily. You can do this thing. We would love to have a different template also. Like if you create the packages or the npm models, simply you can create here in the BYOP track.
Perfect. Just wanted to add one more thing very quick. if you have a business idea, you think I don't want to do open source because my code and everything will be there. I have a business idea, it's generates a revenue. So I would suggest you build a community edition also. Community edition will be for the community. It's a freemium model, you can say. And when people use that particular community edition, let's say you build SDK or Wallet Connect or any other DeFi, you can say, let's say swapping widget or something. So you can do a community edition. If people like it, they can get more services you have. So it's like you build a module which have a freemium model, a community edition. People build it, people integrate your models, your SDKs. Then you can charge them on further if they want to get more your services, they like it. So that could be another, you can say, a roadmap for your journey, your business project.
Yeah. Definitely, like community edition. If you are looking for taking your product as a further on a startup level or the product level, then you can make a community edition here. Give a tryout for the community. Like it is helpful for you also to test out your product. So if you want to bring your product further out as a startup, you can bring a community edition in this hack series. And with that also, like the different how you can look for the ideas. Now I will give you the path, like how you can go for the finding out different ideas that you can make. So go and just search about like the Algorand ecosystem projects. Research about it, like what projects in the ecosystems are currently running, like which projects are there. And if you can do a comparative study, like in other blockchains there are these projects which is doing a quite good, bringing good users TVL and solving the real world utility or the problems. You can bring that projects or try to bring out that ideas into the Algorand ecosystem. That is a simple thing that you can do. Just do a comparative research. You can look for the different ecosystems, that layer, different layer ones that we have, like Ethereum, Solana, Aptos, anywhere. And if you see like that products you can bring into the Algorand ecosystem, you can go for it. Yeah, Insha.
Actually I was trying to say कि the second topic which I have given, it is like a the topic which I have given is like a project, proper like a startup, but we can use that topic as a कि मैं उसका एक रेपो बना के मैंने ओपन सोर्स में डाल दिया कि आप अपने रिकॉर्ड्स वहां पे रख सकते हो, तो वो एक ओपन सोर्स हो गया। वो डॉक्टर्स भी यूज कर सकते हैं, देन हमारे लॉयर्स भी यूज कर सकते हैं, हमारे कॉर्पोरेट लाइफ में भी यूज हो सकता है, तो वो एक ओपन सोर्स टाइप भी बना सकते हैं ना हम उसको।
Definitely, like for the healthcare record system, now you are going to serve for the specific niche domain of the
Yes.
healthcare. So you can make a module on the top of it where anyone wants to store their documents, any information, they can use your module and they can store it on the blockchain using Algorand blockchain. So your module will serve the generalized use case. And then for your startup or the product, then you can target that niche domain where you want to work, like the healthcare records. So there you can go for it.
आई हैव चोजन दिस टॉपिक बिकॉज मतलब मैं पिछले 1.5 मंथ 2 मंथ से इस पे रिसर्च कर रहा हूँ, एंड आई एम गेटिंग टू नो कि ये टॉपिक मतलब हेल्थ केयर, स्पेसिफिकली हेल्थ केयर डोमेन में इट हैज अ ग्रेट स्कोप। Many people are working on this topic, or they are trying to work on this topic, so that's why I have chosen. But as you are saying, it is all about open source. I will make it more decentralized rather than
Yeah,
keeping it
like
like rather than keeping it for
not
a specific
also.
thing, like rather than keeping it for healthcare only, I will make a model कि जिसमें लोग आके अपने records रख सकते हैं and they can get verified, they can I hope you are understanding what I'm trying to say through blockchain.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Yeah, that would be the module for your project. So that's the thing that we want.
Okay,
Also,
okay.
like can I have a count, how many people are here looking for building out their projects in the decentralized finance or the DeFi? Just raise your hands. No one is building into the DeFi space, or you don't know like your idea is in DeFi space or not. So let me explain. Like if you are building something around the financial use case, where you are bringing out the solutions like lending, borrowing, or swapping, or taking out staking your coins, or bringing new use cases around the finance or the financial ecosystem into the blockchain, that's your idea is gonna be DeFi idea. So that's the simple one. Okay, Nivesh is building. Cool. I think you all can look for the DeFi field. You are saying here like very few people are here who are building on the DeFi, but like I guarantee you, like the DeFi is the space which gives you the passive source of income also, and also brings you the new innovative ideas. And DeFi from the DeFi ideas, what is the benefit of building into the DeFi? You can take it as a product, and you don't need to ask or market it out, because DeFi is the product which everyone is going to use. So like if you made a good dex, or if you made a swap, it is a helpful for the community also. So that's the huge thing. I think if you are not having your ideas ready, you can research about DeFi, what ideas you can bring. Just start from the small use cases like building out the swap component or the cool swap UI. You can bring out that projects also. And like if you are a good UI UX or the front end dev, and you have a good skills of making user experience great, so you can make out the projects where people have the good wallet integration modules. People can just utilize your libraries or packages, and they will be having a wallet model and other things like this. Or you are creating a cool UI for NFTs, NFT marketplaces, or different things. You can make a whole library for this UI. You can create this thing also here.
Looks like there's a very less competition in the DeFi. So it's a
Yeah.
great opportunity.
I would like to add one more point. Like after looking at the chats, I see there are different ideas of the project. So guys, you can list all the modules of these projects, and then whatever the module is related to blockchain, you need to develop and open source it. So make it generalized model. So if I take the examples of Insha, you can create one blockchain module which can be plugged and play with the healthcare system as well, or in a lawyer as well. So you don't need to open source whole project, just open source the blockchain module. And then for as an example, you can create use case based on the healthcare records, and show it to the community that this module can be used as in the healthcare system and the lawyer system. So you can just, if you have good idea, then list down all the modules, and which module is related to blockchain, you just need to create and open source. Yeah.
Yeah. So in this way you all can look for your ideas also. Like if you got your idea, look how what multiple modules can be there, and then start listing out your modules, and then what modules are using blockchain, that is gonna be your key part of your project. So think it of it like you are bringing a module, then you are wrapping up into the use case, or your whole use case that you are presenting as an idea. So you will be having a module also, then after the module you will be having a whole project also. So both things you can get. And here in the DeFi track, you can build out different things. Also, like gaming. Gaming is the one more sector where you can look. If you can bring out the good game module where you can generate or create the gaming economy around your game using the blockchain, that would be the great idea, because in the Algorand ecosystem we don't have that much of gaming solutions yet. So you can bring up your cool game UI. If you are a good game developer, you can bring up games into the ecosystem, and just like think it up in the gaming, how you can module it. You are having your gaming assets, and using your module anyone can tokenize that assets. So that would be the module for your part. And the game, it is a good place. Like you can create a gaming marketplace also, where anyone can come and launch their games, create a pool for playing out, then people are coming there playing together. You can create such solutions in the gaming sector also.
For Nivesh, he's asking for meme coins. So you can check rug.ninja. It's a meme coin platform
Yeah.
on Algorand. So how do you add liquidity? You can use linear bonding curve, which if you know pump.fun, they use linear bonding curve, right? So if the liquidity got to, let's say, $5,000 or 25,000, it will be listed to Radium or some other exchange. So you can use that kind of models. First of all, look out to rug.ninja. They are the very similar to pump.fun on Algorand.
Yeah. You can look for the similar solutions which is working on the quite good side. You can like bring that solution also with your unique approach. Also, like there are prediction markets and other things working in the ecosystem, you can look for it also. But there should be something unique. Like again, the copying a thing and making it your product won't be a good use case, or won't come as a good project or in the competition. So there should be some unique approach that you are using into it. That would be the core main point for your projects.
And one more point, if you don't have a use case for now, it's fine. If you have idea, you start building, and while the buildings or building phase, we will have a lot of office hours, mentorship sessions, and we will refine your ideas and will put use cases. We'll make use cases around your idea. So if you don't have use cases for now, that's completely fine.
Yeah. In the chat box, okay. Blockchain based image verification, yeah, this can be a good module. Like if there are some fake images that are created by the AI, like the deep fake, or you can really create a module for it on the blockchain, using it, ensuring secure and tamper proof images. So yeah, that can be a module, you can go for it. And don't worry, like even if you are having a beginner level ideas, or you are having just a brainstorming or looking for some specific fields, you can register for now in the hack series. Will Whenever we will be having a next sessions and series, you will getting a lot of ideas and getting a more clarity what you can build, and will guide you throughout the whole 3-4 months, how you can come up with your ideas, and how you can add a unique approach into it. So also, like look for the developer tooling. At the developer tooling, you all know, like if you are in other ecosystems, if you are building in the Web3 already, developer tooling is very important. So if you can build around developer tooling, if you can bring your solutions, like building out wallets, multi-sig wallets, or web-based wallets, or any such solutions where developers can leverage out your APIs, or you are making the libraries for developers to make their work easy, that would be also the good solution, because it again going to be a wholly open source, because you are going to provide your modules for others, and your whole project is around the developer tooling, so it also get a good recognition in the ecosystem. So look for the products, like which explorers Algorand use. Can you create some other things around it? Can you create a good indexers, and can you create a use case over this, or something like this? And how you can utilize the features of Algorand, like the unique features that we have, like the atomic transactions, then instant finality that we have. You can create assets just calling out the functions from the SDKs. You don't need to write a smart contracts, so you can create a good use cases around this. So any questions, anything, you can unmute yourself and like you can ask me as a friend. I'm also a student, so I can understand, and as a dev, I can understand what you are thinking right now. Yeah. Like as I'm reading your chats, you all are thinking towards some like generalized problem statements. I believe like if you do some good research around the ecosystem, you will find a lot of pain points, lot of different sectors or domains where you can build out your ideas, and that gonna be helpful for ecosystem also, and for yourself, like getting out a good recognition in the ecosystem, and trying your hands on some good projects. So think of it as like you are building in good hackathon where the competition is from all over the India, so you can expect a good projects there, so your idea should stand out in between all the projects.
Guys, I've shared a GitHub link. It's a set of repository, top 11 from last year competition, open source competition. So you can go look out these repositories, what they have built. So you'll get a little bit idea what exactly we are looking for. You can also look for the ERC62 upgrader. He was the winner last year, so you can see what you have built. So this is type of solutions or modules, SDKs we are looking for to build in this hack series.
Yeah, definitely. And with that, like if you can add a fun part to your projects, that would be great. Like even like anyone who is coming into the using your modules or the projects, and if you want to engage your users, you can add something cool. Like from the gaming, you can add, or you are making it as like a good user experience, giving a good user experience to the users. So that would be again a great use case for your product or the add-on to your current projects that you are looking for. Like in the buildathon or the in the hack series, you can say like here you have a lot of time, 3-4 months. So if your idea is coming from the zero, we want your idea will go to the final stage, like to the 10, like the 0 to 10 you are scaling up in the 3-4 months. So in the last, we will look for the projects that utilizes the time and then bring out the good and good use case around the solutions that they are providing.
Sir,
Yeah, hello.
sir, myself Dhanushree, and I am from a college student. Actually, I am new to blockchain tech.
Okay.
I had idea about that image verification system, but I don't know where to and how to start it from. Can
Okay.
you guide me for that?
Yeah. Okay, so if you are a beginner, I suggest you look for your in the friend circle who is working in the blockchain, or who is in the, if you have a Algorand blockchain club, and if some devs are good into it, like working in the blockchain, you can take some guidance from them how you can start with the basic of blockchain. And then again, for resources, we have a lot of resources with us, like basics, from the basics to taking you to the advanced level in the Algorand. We have everything, so you can ask directly for any POC that you have nearby to you from the ecosystem. Or if you want to ask, you can just ping us on the socials that you want these resources. We'll provide you all the resources. So bringing out this idea verification system, like the image verification system, that would be the solutions that you can build on the blockchain. Again, like you need to create a AI model to like filter out the images, and then you are coming from the blockchain module. So there will be two modules here, one from the AI and another one from the blockchain.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay. And for now you can just bring and brainstorm your ideas that you are working right now, and then we'll again refurbish your ideas, what you are going to build, how you are going to approach it. So don't worry about it. We will be having a multiple sessions around your ideas, and with you, if you want a one-on-one session, we'll do this also.
Sure, sir. Thank you.
Sure, yeah. Okay. Mudassir, if you can look into the chat box also, like people are adding their doubts there.
Yeah, sure. Guys, you can raise your hand if you have any questions.
Mudassir, you are mute. You are on a mute. हाँ. Hello.
ये वो एक वो आता है इसमें
Am I audible to you?
क्या है वो
Am I audible to everyone? Like,
Yes, you are audible.
okay. Cool. So I think that's the whole overview for the bring your own project. I like from chats and all the ideas from hearing out your all ideas. I definitely suggest you do research. You have a good time with you to do a research, do comparative study. They are in the blockchain space already. So do a comparative study. That would be very helpful for you to bring solutions for the solve the pain points that are in the Algorand ecosystem from, and what you are working in the other ecosystem that you can bring in the Algorand ecosystem. And if you are new to the blockchain, do some research how you can leverage out it as a module, whatever you are building out or whatever you are thinking that yeah.
But this is, I believe Maruti's internet is having some connectivity issue. And you're on mute. I can't hear you at all. I'm not sure if others can.
No, he's not audible. Moita.
All right, yeah.
Yeah.
But there's some connectivity issue there.
Yeah, his mic seems to be muted only.
Hello.
Maruti, you're back. Okay.
Yeah, am I audible? Sorry, guys. Like I think there was a network
Yeah,
issue.
but your video, would you like to start your video again?
Oh yeah. I'm trying to start.
Okay, just a sec. You will be able to.
Yeah. Yes, okay, cool. Yeah, so, sorry for the interruption.
We can't see you.
I have just give me a minute.
Yeah, there's a slight still some disturbance from your side. I mean, a voice comes a little bit distorted.
So Nil, you can probably speak a
Yeah, I
bit
think there is a
over there
certain network
throughout
issue.
till they are
Sure,
figuring
sure.
out.
Okay.
What do you think of this session? Are there any points? We'd love to hear from you, in fact, because I'm sure you've got some great insights that you can share with, our BYOP enthusiasts here.
Yes. So, guys, this is Sunil Kapadia. I mean, since last 6 or 7 years, I'm into blockchain field. I'm an architect, basically, blockchain architect, and heading a team of 10 developers in my company. So basically, what I can tell you about this one today is, uh, see, all of you are putting some ideas. I want to build this, I want to build that, healthcare and supply chain and whatnot. But this is not a complete product you are going to build. You are going to build components of that. That can be outsourced, that can be consumed by other developers from the ecosystem and all. So basically, what you should understand is this is don't start big. I mean, everybody loves healthcare, right? Everybody loves supply chain, but there are n number of different problems while you try to solve this problem, right? So what you should do is start small. Pick up a small problem, create a solution, create some Node.js, React.js package, ask your friend to consume that and see how that behaves, and then take the next step. So see, when you plan a project, you cannot finish the product in couple of months or 4 months based whatever level of experience you have. What you should understand is you have to build components, smaller components where step by step you are achieving your goal. So let's say healthcare or supply chain. So what is the first thing you will require? So Maruti already discussed certain things like wallet, and maybe you are using custodial or self-custodial, whatever, depends on you. So choice, make that choice, create a small component, ask everyone, I mean, for testing purpose only, I'm saying, and then publish over here. So that is the sole idea of, we are not like, it is not so you are not supposed to build the entire product, but step by step, some components, as Mudassir might have said, that some components you can put in as an open source, and then the rest of the product you can continue building. But if you are building a product for the first time in blockchain, that's the best thing you can do is just add smaller chunks, smaller programs, then only take the next step.
So Nil,
Mohita, my camera
thank
is
you.
not working. I
No,
tried to
that's all
start.
right. That's all right. But such great important insights. I really hope that all of them have taken note of it, because when you think of, I come from a healthcare space and policy background, right? So I feel like when people talk about healthcare, they get a little overambitious and they just want to go all in, and they feel like they can solve every problem. But just to tell them, like, not to focus so much on the overarching picture, but instead to look at components, and come up with ideas, solving, going component wise, I think is something that will definitely help them. I mean, it is the same in policy also, and I think it is the same when it comes to blockchain technology also. You really cannot be solving everything at one go. So I think to move and think in a chronological way, it would definitely be the right approach. Thank you, Sunil. Thank you for sharing this insight. Maruti, Mudassir, are you guys back?
Yes, am I audible to everyone?
You are now. Yes.
Okay, sure. Yeah. Karthik, you can go ahead. What doubt you have, you can just unmute yourself and ask.
Hello.
Hello? Yeah, you are audible. Hi, Karthik, are you there? Okay. So I think Sunil sir also gave a good insights from the session. That is a crucial one. Like you can just not look for a whole product, like a building a big project, coming out the solutions that you are thinking right now. Just cut it down and try it on the small scale for now, and then how you can use the step up approach, like building up your project and then bringing module over it, then again adding some features, then getting more features adding into it. So that is a approach that you can follow. And I already told you, like, do a comparative study, that is very important for you. Then again, look for the pain points that ecosystem has, so that would be the very helpful for the ecosystem, which you think also like that is very required thing in the ecosystem. So you can bring up that projects also, and after that you can look for the projects that is currently running in the ecosystem and how you can add a unique approach into it. So I think from my side, that is the 3 points that you should look for it, like for now, because you have a good time for the research now. So you should research properly and then bring up your projects on the hack series. Yeah, Mudassir, if you have anything to share about the whole session, like what devs should look for.
Can you hear me?
Yes, yes,
You're
you're
audible.
audible now.
Okay, thank you. I'm so sorry. There were some issues. So I think we have given a lot of things here, a brief or kind of we explained everything. And you still have any questions, any doubt, feel free to reach us out on our socials and follow us on Twitter, LinkedIn. We
Hello.
post all the updates,
Hello.
everything. Yes, Karthikeya, please go ahead.
Yeah, am I audible now?
Yes, you're audible. Yes.
Yeah, I'm a BTech second year student, and I have got to know about this Algo hack series in my blockchain club. Okay, and we got an idea about network attacks on blockchain. Like we have so many network attacks, like 51% attack, and so many we have, right?
Okay, so what you are looking for building out in this hack series? What do you think?
Yeah, it integrates the key security mechanisms into cross-platform, and like we use somewhat intrusion detection system which detects the attacks like um,
Okay, so like first of
threat
all, like the
response.
51% attack and all these attacks, like this is not a problem in the Algorand right now, because we are having a very strong core system with working on the consensus of the pure proof of stake. So this all network attacks are not in the Algorand. But like if you want to bring a solution from the security side, don't think for this like 51% attack. I know, like, it is explained in the theory, like if you can govern the 51% power of the
Yeah,
nodes
yeah,
and all this thing, but it is not in the reality, because the blockchain is currently working in the real world and practically working, so it is very secure. And in that side, I don't think so you should bring any type of solution, and it's quite hard to get into the core, learning out all the things. But if you want to bring a solution from the security side, you can look for how you can secure out the contracts that is building out, how you can look for the contract auditing, all this part that you can look for, or some good practices that you can make, which developers can follow. That modules you can bring up, or the good packages that is very secure to have on Algorand, that you can bring up definitely.
okay, thank you.
Yeah,
Am
like
I audible?
overall from this conversation. Hello.
Am I audible, sir?
Yeah, you are audible.
My idea is a blockchain powered learning and hiring ecosystem, and it is a decentralized platform where students earn verified certifications using tokens and get AI matched job opportunities, while companies use tokens to access pre-qualified candidates. Like it is fully coming to learning part. Like if you know Coursera and Udemy like that, they're
Okay. Yeah.
taking like that, sir.
Okay, cool. Mudassir, you want to go ahead with this idea? You want to throw
I mean, I didn't understand what you're trying to build and where the blockchain will take part on this. What problem you're solving, first of all?
Uh, Firstly, sir, we know like Coursera and all, they're taking more money and to get a certificate from one company, right, sir?
There's paid courses on Coursera, Udemy. Yes.
Like that, sir. But here we use tokens to get a course from the companies, and we will give a blockchain verified certification. Based on that, we can say that they are skilled candidates.
Actually, you're talking about two different things here. First, you're talking about use tokens to buy courses, and then blockchain certification. Why I should use tokens? Because if you know about the India regulatory system, you cannot use cryptocurrency tokens. So why do you want to use tokens here? I mean, the certification part I can understand, and it's a very good problem. Actually, you can solve it using blockchain. You can use a 3C model. You can use a verified credential certificate, you generate it, and you can share it. But why you want to use tokens for this particular thing? I don't understand it.
But some members will cannot able to buy that much money and take the course, right, sir?
Okay, so here what you can do, like community sponsored courses that you can do here, like someone from the community that do like a sponsor your course on behalf of the community for you. So that could be done on the blockchain. That could be the good module that you can leverage. But in the terms of finance, like price value, that is not related to the token. Like what you are saying, I think the course prices on the Udemy or the Coursera, that is huge for some students. And then if you make it into the blockchain, the token, but again that token, someone is hosting the course, they also need to get some money out of it. Then there should be a value into the buying out that course. So the token won't solve the problem of the finance that you say. If you are doing it like a community is sponsoring you for the course, looking at your past performance, your history that you have with you, that you can bring up as a project, I think here.
So,
Okay.
guys, I can tell one thing. This is Sunil Kapadia again. See, there are two ways to solve a problem. One, the problem does not exist, and you are forcibly applying a technology to solve the problem. And the second one is hair on fire situation, where you know that there is a serious problem and technologies are required, or couple of, or maybe one technology is required to solve the problem, and you are trying and you solve the problem. If you take the first part, your solution will be useless to everyone, including you. If you take the second part, your solution will be extremely useful. So choose wisely, right? You are all students, maybe student developer, maybe working for some company and all. The point is very simple. When you want to decide something, when you want to build something, you need to understand that the solution is required tomorrow or maybe yesterday, not 2 years down the line or 5 years down the line. Nobody will accept that kind of solution. And currently, whatever solutions, couple of solutions I saw over here today are also a little bit, you can say, far-fetched. So don't try to solve the entire, you can say, world peace in a day. It will not work. So just try to solve smaller problems. Smaller as in break down your entire idea in multiple pieces and pick up any one or two problems and then try to solve. That will help you in learning. That will help you in designing the components, and that will help the entire ecosystem also. So that is how you should take a look at the problem and try to solve. And I personally would advise, do not touch subjects like healthcare or this kind of, like, when you are trying to use that cryptocurrency for payment purposes, it is not allowed. Still a gray area in India. Unnecessarily there will be some issues. So touch the problems which your fellow developers are facing while implementing blockchain, and try to get an idea from there. That I can tell you, because that is how you will understand that what sort of component is required in the market rather than the entire product.
Yes, definitely. I think this is the great insights from the session. Like, don't look for the ideas that ChatGPT will give you. Like, I want idea to build a project on the blockchain. Just do your comparative study. What you are looking into the ecosystem, what you think that these products are not there, or this is the pain points for the developer. If you are a developer, like if you are building on the any technology, like, yeah, I need this, if I have this product, then it would make my task easier. So why not to build that product by yourself also, so it will give you recognition also, and also solves your problem with for your fellow devs also. So look for the problems, do comparative study, look pen points and all these things. So that would be the I think helpful for you.
Thank you, sir.
All right.
Any last questions, anything that
Um,
you have over here?
I have one question to
We'd
ask.
love to hear. Okay.
Hello.
First,
Hi Harshit, you can go.
Yes. Thank you. So, identity theft is a big problem in online systems, right? So, on social media and stuff like that, identity is very uh, problem. So, my question is like, is identity stuff is also can be tackled through blockchain or similar concepts, or what's your opinion on this?
Maruti, I can take this one if you don't mind.
Yeah, definitely, sir, you can.
So basically, Harshit, the problem you are stating is a problem. That is no doubt about that. But the challenge is when you involve public blockchain, the entire ball game is different because now the data is public, which is not allowed in cases of, let's say, Aadhaar card. We cannot put on blockchain. Otherwise, there will be a chaotic situation for anybody whose Aadhaar number is on blockchain. So this kind of DIDs play a different kind of or need a different kind of architecture. Definitely, this can leverage blockchain, no doubt about that. But this is a huge problem to be solved, right? There are 140 crores in India, right? And everybody forget the 10-20%, but at least 80% will have Aadhaar card. So this kind of identity theft, people are working, but what I have seen across the years is they rather would love to use private blockchains rather than public in case of security, providing security layer to this kind of data. But yes, there are companies which have implemented such solutions for KYC purposes. So you can study those solutions and find out a problem to create a component which can be helpful if somebody wants to create that kind of product on Algorand. So that is what I can tell you.
Uh,
So,
or or he can submit this idea for the consent manager consent manager problem statement, where
Yes,
Dr. Nikhil can guide him for that. Yeah.
but that is a smaller piece to your DID idea,
Yeah.
decentralized identity idea. But yeah,
Yes.
that can be the first step.
Yeah.
also, sir, this can be applied to machines also, right? Because IoT coming in and stuff like that, this is going to be a challenge in the future because malicious nodes will be there and identity theft, not just the humans, but machines are also susceptible to it. So I think identity forgery and its tacklement is very serious thing, and making it like secured via through some unforgeable network, which is something similar to what blockchain provides. I think.
See,
Uh,
when it comes to devices, it's a different story altogether, right? So devices, currently there are millions of IoT devices across the globe, and it is not like that every single device can be hacked. So they have zero trust architecture. They have cloud native architectures. They have multiple layers of security. Even today, it is implemented. But when you try to add the blockchain layer, you need to understand that there are millions of devices. If every device even writes one transaction, who will bear the cost of gas fees, right? So all these challenges are there when you talk about this kind of implementations where IoT comes in the picture, devices come in the picture, and whatever global problem you are trying to solve. That's why I keep on telling you guys that not pick up a very large subject, pick up a very small part of that entire idea and then try to solve. So yes, this is actually only, I mean, we have created that kind of SDK which provides that security layer to IoT, and it is built under my guidance only. So I understand, but we have already, you can say, I have already solved the problem. So I can tell you that that particular thing is still a problem. That what if, let's say there are 10,000 devices and they write the transaction, even if it is going to cost you 1 paisa or 2 paisa, when it goes to in crores, that paisa also becomes very big. So that kind of combining or extending the zero trust architecture plus blockchain is a huge task to undertake.
Got your point. Thanks for the insight.
No worries.
Cool. Any last questions? I know like it's getting a late now. We want to talk with you all for a long, but still, like if you have any questions to ask, you can unmute yourself right now, or later on you can just ping us on the WhatsApp wherever you have our POCs. You can just ask your doubts. From the meeting, you just take the crux, like do your research. I think you need a good research to do. BYOP is the good track where you can bring anything, but not bringing anything, just try to bring out the solutions that is solving the pain points in the ecosystem. That's the main important thing here. And don't make your solutions too big. We don't want like you are bringing up a whole Uber in one place. You just bring the components for it, and then you try to step up, use the step up approach, and then again adding some more components, and then you are making whole product out of it. That's the whole, I think, this info session is for. So thank you all for like joining us today, and if still if you have any question, you can just unmute yourself.
While people are
Sir,
still
two small.
just one thing I wanted to say was, Mudasir, we've got a Discord channel. Let's create a channel, there called Hack Series, and folks can start joining in. And maybe if you've got the link, can you just put it into the chat box?
Sure. Yeah. Thank you, Maita.
Please go ahead with your question, whoever was asking that question.
Yeah, two small questions. Like one is that can you share some blog or recommend some blogs on blockchain projects currently active in different
Ecosystem.
use cases or
Actually, I've
something?
shared in the chat box our Algorand ecosystem project, so you can go and check the different sectors, identity, infrastructure, DeFi, all these things. So you can go algorand.co/ecosystem,
Can
and
you
then
share
you
it
will
again?
get.
I can't see it.
Yeah, sure. So this is our Discord. You can join the Discord and we can have a lot of chat. And let me share the ecosystem again. Algorand.co
Mudassir, have you
slash.
pasted something in the chat? It is not visible. Huh?
Oh, sorry.
Yes, it's not visible with us.
It is still the last message is that now it is visible. The
Yeah, now
Discord.
it's with that. The final line is like if you want look out for the projects, and you don't have idea like what projects you can bring up. So go and research into different ecosystems, not only in the Algorand ecosystem, look for other ecosystems. Then again, like if you want like what you can build, look for the like the such hackathons and the projects which held before. You can look ideas there, what they are building, what they are building in the blockchain. Similar stuff you can build, like so you just need to look for the pain points and then do a comparative study, then bring out the solutions here. And if you have an innovative approach to design your own problem statements, so then cut down it into the modules. Don't think it as like a making a big project in hack series and then coming out of it. We just want a module from you, and we are going to judge from your module perspective, or the innovations that you bring and in the small utility cases. Yeah.
Rishi, when the form for idea submission would be shared, it's already shared. If you go to algobharat.in/hack series, there's a registration form. You can submit your idea and it will close on 1st of March, I guess. So register now. It will take just 2 minutes, I think. So yeah, and the link for hack
Excuse me,
series.
sir.
Mudassir, sorry to interrupt you. I think he was asking for the idea submission form. For now, we are taking the expression of interest to participate. So After that, we are going to
Oh, yeah.
circle
Okay.
one.
Okay. Oh, so the timeline is also in the form. If you open
Yeah.
the form, the Google form, there's a timeline. You can uh,
Mhm.
check that out. Yeah. Someone had any questions?
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Yeah, yes, you can
Sir,
ask. Who is he? Like you can.
sir, what are your suggestions for own project? Bring your own project, right? What are your suggestions that you could give us to bring our own problem statements?
Yeah, that
Yeah. That what
what I have said. Like
we
just
discussed for like past 1
uh,
hour.
just look for the pain points that ecosystem has, and don't go for the big projects that you think, like in the healthcare sector you will solve the whole problem in the hack series, like building out the whole project. That you just look for the component that you can bring up for your projects, and then just wrap up that component around your use case and then show it as a whole project. But you don't need to build a whole project, big project thing, because it requires a lot of time, efforts, and big team to build it. And again, there will be a lot of more challenges. So think from the developer perspective, and as like Sunil sir said, look what developers need, like what your fellow developers wants to have, like what problems they are facing. That would be a very easy to like find out, and then you can tackle it in the small modules also.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. And for the sectors or the domains that if you want to look, then look for the DeFi, DePIN, these are different domains are there in the blockchain. You can go for any domain and then look for what solutions that you can bring in the ecosystem.
Sir, can we
Yeah, I think
also
Yes, sir. Thank you.
yes,
I
go ahead with your
got some
question.
idea.
Okay.
so like for example, can we also build an existing solution, right? For example, say a voting system, right? Like, if you want to present that as a solution, will that be considered, like or like in a uh, Indian context, or using the Algorand tool sets? Will that be considered, or like we need to be innovative in the problem statement? That's a criteria. I just wanted to.
Like see, with the innovation also, we don't want like you bring a like a very generalized problem statement or the solutions, like which is very basic on the level, like the voting system. If you can build a good use case around it, or if you want to build a good use case around the voting mechanism, you can plug it into a system where it is very crucial, like in taking out the decisions in the company, where like the you can say the decentralized decisions, it is alternately I am calling you at a DAO. So why not to create a DAO creator tool where you can easily add multiple addresses there, and they will be having a voting power, and any decisions that is going to take in the governance, that they whole wallet addresses or the entities needs to take. So it is a DAO model, so you can look for it.
Okay, thank you. And we
Yeah.
will be judged on the completion of the project, or like the ideation, or like what is the judging criteria?
Will define you what will be the judging criteria, but there will be a ideation also, and again the completion of project. So there will be a multiple criteria involved into it. How it is helpful in the ecosystem, how you are solving the problem, and all these things will be in the matter for the judging.
Understood. Thank you.
Yeah. Anyone has the questions to ask?
All right. I think it was a very great session. A lot of insights, a lot of questions. And if you still have questions, feel free to reach us out on our socials, our Discord. I've shared all the links. And thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much, Maruti, Sunil
Yeah.
sir, Meet, and Mohita. I think we can
The
close this meet. And
Yeah,
yeah,
yes.
yeah,
The
Maruti,
last
you wanna say
point,
something?
just
Yeah.
if you have any questions, I think Discord would be the great place to have a connect with you all. Just raise the questions there. So we will be having a touch there in the Discord. So use Discord for your questions and doubts. I think that is the great place. Yes. Thank you all for joining for the today's session, and we'll be having a next meetups for our next info sessions for the problem statements. And if you are around different cities in Pune or other cities, we are having meetups lined up also. So definitely we are looking forward to have you there. We'll discuss more about your ideas and all.
Thank you, Maruti. Mudassar, you thanked everybody. Let me thank you on behalf of everyone for moderating this session so well. Thank you, Maruti, for bringing up that, we have our next session coming up that would be hosted by a senior support engineer, Meet Thosar, who was in fact talking just some time back. So she'll be doing a session on ARC use cases, which is on Tuesday at 8 p.m. And we've put out the post for it just today, so you'll find the Zoom link there. We hope most of you can join us to just listen and probably work around it as well. Probably some of you have also chosen that as your preferred category to work on. So yeah, I don't want to take much more time. I wish you all a very happy weekend and stay connected with us on socials as well as Discord. Thank you. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
Yeah.